Hello, everybody. It's Danielle Melanson here, and I want to welcome you to our Why Not You live coaching sneak peek. Okay. As we go through this, I will be introducing you to the three lovely ladies that are below at the bottom here, because these are three of my more newer coaches. And I really wanted you to hear their stories and hear their take on what Beachbody coaching is as a newer coach, where I have been doing this for almost 6 years. And a lot of people who have been following me, of course, they know my story already. But a lot of times when people are curious about what it is we do as Beachbody coaches, there's a lot of myths, there's a lot of questions, and there's a lot of miscommunication. And hearing from three people who have been fairly new to this business in the last year, year and a half, even the last 6 months, I think is so important, as opposed to a business builder like myself who has been doing this for 6 years, okay? On top of that, these ladies have done amazing, not only with the business, but with their own personal journey. And that's what Beachbody coaching is all about. Okay, so we are need fillers here, okay? And I love the word need filler, because we are not in the business of trying to convince people. We are not in the business of trying to make our journey your journey. We're here to meet you where you are, and we have the solutions for whatever your health and wellness needs are. Maybe it's just starting with your nutrition. Maybe it's working on your personal development. Maybe it's starting a yoga program, or maybe you're an expected mother, or a mother who just had her baby. We have something for absolutely everybody, okay? And that's why it's so fulfilling to be a coach in so many ways. Okay, but we are going to present to you a little bit about the business and what it has done for us on top of our own personal journeys as we go through this live webinar. So first of all, thank you for being here. Now, if you are really excited about what you hear, I would love for you to copy and paste. Just click share on this link, and you can share that to your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever social platform is your favorite, because sharing is caring. Because maybe the information you get here tonight, maybe it's not the right timing for you, or maybe it's not something that is a fit for you, and that is totally okay. But it might be a fit for somebody that you know and somebody that you care about, whether they are looking to start their fitness journey, or whether they are looking to do that and at the same time create a business of their own, a legacy of their own, whether that be part-time, discount coach, or full-time. So go right ahead. Feel free to share this. Sharing is caring. We always love that. Okay, so first of all, I am going to do the infamous Beachbody disclaimer, which is very, very important. And let me grab that right here. Screenshots. Here we go. Okay, so they'll be really, the Beachbody lawyers will be really happy that I read this. Income disclaimer. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on their own efforts, diligence, and skill. See our statement of independent coach earnings located in the coach online office. Okay, so that is our little disclaimer there. And I want to share a little bit just about what coaching, the possibilities of coaching, okay? I joined in 2012, and I had no idea this was a business. Okay, I knew that I had an amazing transformation, that it worked for me. I was able to work out at home when my family was younger, and that I wanted to put these tools and this message and this vision in as many people's hands as possible. Because if it could work for me at 230 pounds, smoking a pack a day, heavy drinker, heavy smoker, and junk food addict, I mean, nothing worked for me for 30 years. And I've been able to keep my journey going for the past 11 years. But I wasn't really a business savvy person. And I was very intimidated by the fact that, I thought you had to sell. And that is so wrong. I was a hairstylist who never sold a bottle of shampoo. Ick, gross. Ugh, right? I just wouldn't do it. I just didn't feel comfortable. So I thought to myself instantly, well, I'm going to not be a very successful coach because I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to help people and pay it forward. And the rest is history, because I have sit here today and I can tell you right now, I have never sold a single thing in my life as I sit at 66 months in a row in what we call Success Club 10. And it's because I shared my journey, and people knew that the products and the tools that I used clearly worked, because I was becoming a product of the product as I started and shared my fitness journey. Okay, so that's one of the biggest myths that I want to dispel about this, is that you do not need to have a beach body to be a coach. Some of the most successful earners in our company are what you would consider a plus size coach. And most people start this business while they are on their journey because you are able to inspire, connect, and people are able to relate to you. Now, that does not mean that you cannot be successful if you are a fitness professional or if you're already at your goal weight. Of course it doesn't. But it just means that don't let that be an obstacle for you. Okay? So it was amazing that, as an entrepreneur, I was able to take vacation and get an income for the very first time, because as a hairstylist, if I didn't have somebody in front of my chair and I took some vacation time, well, that meant that there was no income coming in for groceries, coming in for, karate bills, grocery bills, mortgage, all of the things that we have in life. And the freedom that this business has given so many people, I can't even tell you. The potential is huge. I've met people in this business who are millionaire earners. I've met people in this business who have changed hundreds and thousands of people's lives. I have seen people rely on the business that they've built with Beachbody to pay for, operations for children, medications, help family members out who were in absolute distress. Being able to have choice with a flexible schedule and a flexible income is a gift that doesn't just help you, but helps all the people in your life. And the more you have, the more you can help. Okay, so it's been an absolute inspiration to be a part of this community and a part of this company for the past 6 years, and there will definitely be 6 more. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to introduce you to our very first speaker, which is Heather Kent. And Heather is joining us from Ontario. She is a dog mom like me and busy schedule. Okay, she has an amazing transformation, and last month she just rocked it right out. And I was so glad when she said she wanted to be a part of this. I will let her tell the rest of her story to you as I mute myself. Take it away, Joanne. Heather, Joanne.
Here we go. Okay.
Good.
You can hear me now. Yes? Okay, great. Sorry for the technical difficulties. So, hello everybody, I'm Heather, and you'll have to just excuse the, my dog is currently moving my table around, so that's super helpful. And he wanted to be part of the call too, clearly. So a little bit about me. I am originally from Nova Scotia as well, but I moved to Ontario a couple of years ago for work. I have another job. I work full-time as a registered psychotherapist. So I live an hour and a half away from my clinic, so I have to drive 90 minutes each way to go to my place of work. I work 12-hour days, so I see clients from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. I work from home on Wednesdays and Thursdays and engage clients in online or video counseling. And on the days that I'm at home, I also have to catch up on all of my notes, case notes and things, and doing planning for my sessions with my clients. So I don't have a lot of free time. I also have a partner who lives an hour and a half away from me as well. So when we spend time together, we have to commute back and forth to see one another. And then, of course, I have my dog, Jaguar, and he is my fur baby. And he's also a very special guy because he is a highly trained service animal. So he carries the same kind of level of training as a seeing eye dog, as well as an emotional support animal. So currently his net value is at $60,000 from all the training that he's had. So he's worth more than my car and all of my education put together. But with that comes, of course, a lot of specific things that I need to do to make sure that his skills are staying on point and that he has all of his needs met, which includes not leaving him alone for more than 4 hours at a time. And so most dog owners are like, what? That's crazy, because we all go to work, leave our dogs at home, and come back 10 hours later, and there they are. That doesn't work for him. And so I'm very blessed in that I do use him in my work with my clients, with my therapy clients. And so that's been great. But yeah, in terms of time, I don't have any. I don't watch TV. I don't really do much of anything else other than drive and go to work and try and spend some time outside with the dog and with my partner. And so I usually only am able to work my business in these very small pockets of time that I have. If it's whether it's in between online clients that I have on my days home, or if I am climbing into bed and able to just send a few messages or shoot off a few responses to people, or answer some questions from people who have commented on my posts. These are the things that I do to get people involved in their weight loss journey and in their health and wellness journey. I find it a really lovely complement actually to my daily work in doing mental health with my clients, because of course we're all composed of our bodies and our minds, and our spirit is kind of encompassed in all of that. And so focusing on physical health and wellness was a really natural kind of complement to the mental health work that I do with my clients on a daily basis. And so I do find that a lot of the mental health work that I do with my clients transfers over to my coaching clients and the challengers that I work with, because it's all a journey to a better version of ourselves, and it's all a journey of self-confidence. And so I find there's a lot of crossover and like recommendations of resources and things like that I use between my mental health work and my my physical health and wellness work. So that's a really neat kind of balance and complement that I found within this opportunity. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is that I used to be 50 pounds heavier. So this is not like I rolled into my perfect, I've always been at my goal weight or anything like that. I struggle. It's not something that comes natural to me. And I do work really hard at keeping the balance. And sometimes we all kind of fall off the wagon, and then it's getting back on and not being discouraged. That's really important. And I wouldn't have been able to do that consistently over the last 10 years that I've been using Beachbody programs without this opportunity and without the personal development that comes along with it. This was the really shocking part that I did not know was going to be a part of coaching, was the emphasis that they put on bettering yourself and self-growth and personal development. And again, being a mental health practitioner, this is just such a lovely gift and a really amazing thing for me to be engaging in, as I am also helping others with their mental health, because I can't do that and be good at my job without being okay myself too. And so the personal development that I engage in as a result of being a coach with this company has actually helped me to be a better therapist, to be a better person, to be a better friend and a better partner. And so this is the most wonderful thing that I couldn't have imagined that that was going to be what I would get out of it, in addition to, all of the other financial benefits and things as well. One of the really unexpected things that happened to me this year was a invitation to join my team and other coaches to an all-inclusive trip to the Hard Rock Riviera Maya hotel in Mexico. And I did not think that that was going to be on my menu, because last year I struggled a lot with moving across the country. I was going through a divorce. My beloved Finley, who was also a service dog, she died very tragically over the span of 3 days. And I was by myself in a little tiny town with no friends. And it was just, yeah, really, really tough time. And so I fell off the map a bit, and I didn't really work my business, but my community was still there for me. And when I was able to pick myself back up and get back into things and start sharing with my followers and my challengers again, everything just kind of moved forward as if the fall never happened. And so I will say that you can fall. Shit happens, and that's okay. You don't have to be a rock star every single day, and no one's expecting that of you. And to have gotten that invitation after having a rough year was just what? Mind blowing. And so I feel very grateful and just so incredibly proud that there was this opportunity for me to be able to celebrate the successes that I have had with my work in helping others. And even though it's been a bit of a rocky road since I first started, not quite 2 years ago, so it's not been 2 years yet, I'm filled with momentum and excitement for what the future holds, and what I might be able to do in my business moving forward. And as Danielle said, it really isn't about selling, it's about sharing. And it's about sharing who you are as a human and sharing your journey. And I have to say, the community that I met with these ladies and a couple of the gents that are on our team has just been phenomenal. And a huge side note that is really important, but I didn't think would be something I would ever talk about, was that if it wasn't for me being a coach, I would not have met my partner. Because I was doing the whole online dating thing, as one does when you're trying to get back into the game after getting divorced. And there's all this sort of like you match with people within a certain radius of where you're living. And of course, at that point, I lived in the middle of nowhere. And so there was really limited options of like who I would match with that wasn't, that was someone that would be of interest to me. So I actually was at a coaching event in Toronto this time last year, the one that I just came back from this past weekend. And because I was in Toronto and I had logged into my online dating account, I was able to, my radius had changed, and I actually matched with a really fantastic guy who is very aligned with my core values and beliefs, and he's super outdoorsy and really involved in his own health and wellness, and we get along great. He's a dog person too, but I never would have met him had not been for coaching, because I wouldn't have been in Toronto at that coaching event, and I never would have changed, like, that radius of who's around never would have changed. We never would have matched, and we never would have met. So I have to thank the coaching opportunity that this company has given me for the relationship that I have been in over the past year. And it's been really fantastic. So something I never thought was going to come out of coaching changed my life in a really huge way, on a non-fitness level. So I just wanted to end with that, because you really never know where this opportunity is going to take you and what's going to happen.
I love that. I did not know that. That is fantastic. I love it. Look, we're even like making connections, synapses right across, right? You never know. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I personally cannot wait to see you in Mexico on Sunday.
Me neither. Thank you so
this
much.
Coming Sunday. And so let's talk about that. Is every year that they have a Success Club trip that coaches get invited to if you've performed at a certain level, which of course Heather did. Okay. And so not only do we get to take somebody with us on this trip and enjoy this time at this beautiful luxury all-inclusive resort, but we also have the opportunity to work out live with 3 of the celebrity trainers. This year, it's going to be Autumn Calabrese, Joel Freeman, and Chris Downing from Shift Shop. And, there's parties, there's, connecting with your team. It's just such an awesome trip. So I'm so glad that this is your first Success Club trip, and I'm so glad that I'm going to get to see you there on Sunday. And that's definitely a huge accomplishment and a huge compliment to what you've done over the past year and the lives that you've helped and changed. Thank you so much, Heather. I am going to introduce you guys to our next speaker, who is Miss Rachel Cornish. Okay, so Rachel she's going to tell you her story. Busy mom, busy mom, mama 3. Mom works full time, 2 side hustles, wife, you name it. She has been a coach for just over a year. This year, she has taken her business to a whole new level. She has her eyes laser focused. She's got trips, goals, you name it, Disney, paying off debt. She's going to tell you all about it, things that goals that she set for her and her family that she is just crushing in this business. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time, Rachel, and I'm going to pass it off to you. Welcome. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel. So like Danielle said, I am a busy mom. I have 3 children, a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old. I also work full-time for the federal government. I teach fitness classes, and I run my Beachbody business on the side. So I work my business. You may be saying that you can't do it because you don't have time. Believe me, I said it for 3 years before I just basically said, enough is enough. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck and not having that extra money and the extra income that we needed to pay off debt and take the kids on vacation and do the basic things that we would like to do in our lives. So I basically jumped all in from the get-go last February 2017, and I haven't looked back since. And I have no thoughts of even looking back at this point in time. So I work my business in pockets of time. So some coaches work in bigger pockets of time. I basically take 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, wherever I basically can get that time to work my business. Again, like the other lady said, it's not about selling. As a personal trainer, my goal is to help people realize that they're worth taking that extra effort and investing a little bit of time and energy into themselves so that they can fall in love with themselves again. Because personal development has been the biggest game changer for me. It is one of our 4 vital behaviors that we do on a daily basis. It's something simple as listening to a podcast for 5 minutes to get my morning started, or reading 5 pages before I go to bed. It's not a big time investment, but it has changed my life drastically, and it's changed my business drastically. It's helping me show my kids that they can do absolutely anything that they put their mind to, and that they can go anywhere that they want to go. So with the business side of things and the extra income, it's allowing us to take my kids to Disney. And every time I talk about it, I cry. Every single time. Because it's not something that I would have ever been able to do. Because it's not something that's cheap by any means. And it's allowing us to let them see the world. Every single time I talk about it, I do the exact same thing. So I started my journey basically 7 years ago. I wasn't always a fit, healthy person. I started my journey the same as most other people. And I've lost it's almost 50 pounds. Actually, no, it would have been 50 pounds as of yesterday when I got on the scale after phase 3. So that's 50 pounds after 3 kids. And I've kept it off over the last 7 years, and all from being able to do workouts from home. So I don't have to leave my kids after I work a day for 8 hours a day and I come home to them and say, okay, mommy's got to go to the gym now. I don't have to do that. They work out with me. They work out alongside of me. They see that I'm taking the time for myself so that I can be a better person for them and not just myself. So this opportunity has changed so many aspects of my life, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. And even though I'm not going on this Success Club trip, I am booked in for my butt is on that cruise in 2019 with my husband. So, and I will be in Indianapolis again in June for our conference, and my husband is coming with me, so we get to travel and have fun and party with everybody else. So that's my story.
I love that. And I love that, I love how you feel emotional about that, because I remember feeling that exact same way. You know what I mean? And we talk a lot in this business, guys, about our why. And our why changes as we progress and as we grow, just like our goals do, and so on and so forth. And I remember my why starting with being able to put $10 into the gas tank, or being able to, take the family out for supper, or living paycheck to paycheck. That wasn't always something to do. So to have a goal like that you have accomplished, like Disney, for your family, no wonder that hits you in the feels, girl. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to hide myself away in your suitcase. Your husband.
You are taking us to the airport, so whatever.
I am taking you to the airport. That's right. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Rachel. And thank you for all your commitment, not just to us, but in your family and to our team. You're just absolutely a phenomenal leader and example for all of us, including myself. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how our team works at the end. But I would want to introduce you guys to our last speaker, which is Harpreet. Harpreet is in Edmonton, Alberta. This amazing lady I met online, because that's how we've all really connected. I have known Heather, our first speaker, from home before, but we reconnected through the internet. I met Rachel through social media as well, and that's how I met Harpreet as well. This amazing lady just had her baby not too long ago, and she was ready. She knew that as soon as her son was born, that she was going to dive into her fitness journey and reach her goals. And I'm telling you, this girl has a ton of gusto. So I am going to mute myself and let Harpreet share with you some of her amazing story as a brand new coach. Can you unmute yourself there? Let me see. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second. Unmute. Ooh. Unmute. Muted. It's not letting me unmute you for some reason. Just 1 second, guys.
If you just tap on the screen, Harpreet, and then the pictures will disappear of all of us speaking, and then there'll be little buttons at the bottom that you could then hit the microphone button.
There we go. Hi, everyone. So as Daniel already described me as a new mom, busy wife and mom to 6 year old and a new mom to 8 month old baby boy. And trust me, that baby boy is giving me nightmares every night. I have to get up 3 times during the night to feed him. He doesn't drink milk, so I'm up all day long. And I was always tired. I always didn't have the energy and wanted to lose my pregnancy weight. So I used to work out before Beachbody programs with no challenge groups, no coaching. It was just the Beachbody programs, and my scale was not moving at all. And I was following Danielle at that time, just following her, looking her progress, looking her achievements and stuff. And I always talk to my husband, be like, "Oh, look at her! She's losing weight. She's doing all that stuff." And after having my baby, I waited for 7 weeks because you can't work out right after you deliver. And I reached out to Danielle. I was like, "I need help. I need to lose weight. My scale is not moving." And she told me all about everything, all the challenge packs and all the stuff that she does, all the tips they have in the challenge group, all the support they give you. And I made my decision. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna join the challenge group and join the just the group at that time. I was not thinking about coaching or anything. And I was like, you know what? I People are noticing all the achievement that I'm going through, and they're asking me if they can join the program. And then I was like, you know what, Daniel, I'm gonna coach. Let me know what's gonna happen, what's happening in there, what's that, how much you get out of it, what do you have to put in. And she explained me everything, and here I am. I started coaching in December, and I already almost made it Success Club twice a month, almost. But it's just a start. I have many more to go. And and I as, as you all see my fitness journey on Instagram and Facebook, I have lost 18 pounds this 3 months only, and 23 inches with the 80-day obsession. So I couldn't thank, like, I was like, Daniel, you are my, like, changed my whole life, and the Beachbody programs and products. But yeah, I'm really proud to be on this team Inspire, and I love how they support each other when you're having a bad day or everything. Like today, I pulled my back muscle, and I was feeling frustrated this morning, and I was talking with my other coaches. I was like, you know what? I can't work out with my back muscle, but you know what? They didn't left me behind. They're like, it's all good. You pick up where you started, and you will achieve your goals and go on further. And looking at them as a great example, I think I can succeed in this business. I follow all of these ladies, and I think I can do it. I'm just starting out right now, and then I will reach one day, and I'll go to trips with them, and hopefully they'll come soon. And also, Beachbody coaching allowed me to connect with new friends. And on my Facebook, I have over 1,000 friends now. I would have never done that in my own lifestyle. But yeah, over 1,000 friends. And also with Beachbody programs and the group and the products, all that stuff with them comes in. My lifestyle has changed a lot, a lot. I can't tell you guys how much it has changed. I'm happy. I can take care of the baby all night long and do all the work around the house and take care of 6 year old with the schoolwork and everything. I do have help too with my mother-in-law. And being a coach, sharing my journey on Instagram helped me stay accountable on my health fitness goals. I always want to share my journey on with everyone so people can connect with me. And I already see so many people connecting with me. They want to lose weight. All my family members, they're asking me whenever I go to parties. They're like, "Oh my God, you have lost a lot of weight. Tell me how you do it." And I tell them, and I feel proud to tell them that this is how I'm doing it. And I'm the person who will tell you, like, this product works, like this thing works. It's not like a fake or anything. It works because I have tried it. I have tried many other products like Herbalife. I also paid tons of dollars to a personal trainer and didn't lost a pound. But beach party, you guys have seen it all. It's open book right now in my Instagram, and I feel like stronger mentally and physically as a new coach and a new person. And getting my husband on board with me on this fitness journey is extra bonus for me. And um, when I was starting with coaching, I had little objections about the time. If I can give a lot of time, you need a lot of time to run this business, or is there a sales pressure? Like all these ladies says that there's no sales pressure, and you work flexible hours. I work when my baby is sleeping. So when baby is sleeping, or at nighttime, I like if I'm like feeling, oh, I don't want to sleep, I can go look at Instagram, reply all the comments I have, all the messages I get. And another bonus to this coaching experience was the 25% discount I get on all the Beachbody products. You get discount on everything, and all the prizes you get with the being as a coach. And the most important thing for me was helping my family members, my friends, to live a healthier life, because they all, as you know, as however know, as a family, I've been overweight. I was 230 pounds in high school, and all my family was overweight actually. So all my sisters are on this program as well. I'm getting my brother on board. Hopefully he'll come and join me soon. But yeah, it changed, and a lot of stuff I've learned about fitness, nutrition, and health from these ladies and the Beachbody products. I can't thank you enough for all this, Daniel, like, and Beachbody. You guys have changed my whole life. Especially, i'm I see you guys as my mentors. And when I say, if they have lost all this weight and have a flat tummy, I can do it too. I'm not gonna give up. And even though my back muscle is pulled today, I'm eating painkillers to get back up again tomorrow to do my cardio flow. I'm like always thinking about this, and I'm helping my friends. I'm telling them, even if they don't buy anything from me, I'm okay. I'm on my journey. If they want to come along with me, they are most welcome to come along and join me as a coach or as just a journey. And you know what? I'm going to stay on my journey and achieve my goals. And Beachbody have helped me become a better version of myself. That's as a coach. That's what I can say. Like I said, I was doing Beachbody programs. I've done Insanity before. I've done 21-day fix, but my scale didn't move at all. Like it was just I have maintained it, but didn't move anywhere to my goal weight. So after connecting with Daniel and Team Inspire, and as a coach, is a total different world for me. And I'm almost to my goal weight, 7 more pounds to go. So hopefully I'll reach there. And I also want to help as many people along the way I can, because at my time I didn't have help. I didn't know about Beachbody programs or products. I always tell my husband this, that if I would have knew this earlier, I wouldn't have gone this far. If so, it's like a life changing experience for me as a coach. Like um, looking at Danielle and her page, and looking at Heather and Rachel, you guys inspire me a lot, and I'm happy to be in your team. Um, that's as a new and what if you want to join as a new coach, I would totally recommend do it, because it's going to help you to become a better version of yourself, and it's going to help you stay fit and help other members around your world, around your community get healthier and fit. So it's like a win-win situation for both of you. You're gonna lose weight and you're gonna help others too, and you make extra income on the side. So for me, it's just a hobby right now. I just do it for fun, and because I am on my mat leave, and I'm gonna go back in July as a full time, and then I'm just gonna do as part time coaching and go on from there.
I love how you mentioned that extra level of accountability, because you're absolutely right. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Harpreet. You are an inspiration to us every single day. But it is that extra layer of accountability when you are a coach, and you kind of, a coach versus a challenger, even a discount coach, when you're really connected with the community and you're really connected with the team, and we have our team InspireTribe, but we also have team challenge groups. We have our separate challenge groups that we run for new beginner people to our programs, and so on and so forth. But to have that extra layer of accountability as a coach, and knowing that you have a community of support behind you, it's not just good for your financial and your business building and all the things that we train you and teach you about, but it makes that extra level of accountability for your results, your health, and your wellness journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, right? And so I want to briefly talk about this so that we don't go over more than a couple of more minutes on this webinar. I want to tell you that when you do join with us as a coach, anybody on our team, we are Team InspireTribe. And I love that name, and I picked that name in 2012 because that's exactly what I wanted to do, and what you heard from all of these ladies. Clearly, we are like-minded. We want to inspire others to be their best version of themselves. Listen, when I started coaching, I did not have a smartphone. I had a 10-year-old and a husband, and all three of us were fighting for one of the big computers that sat at the desk. I didn't have dial-up because we did have advanced to that point, but I did not know anything. I still do not have Office on my computer. I am not savvy when it comes to technology. These are things that we teach you as you go along. Remember, when we're born, we don't just start running. You have to learn how to scooch and then crawl and then walk and then fall. And you have people around you to pick you up and support you and tell you that you can do it again. And that's what we are as a team. We run every single month a self-guided new coach university that is 20 days long. I am in there. Your leaders are in there, whoever your sponsor coach is who signs you up. We have monthly, bi-monthly team calls. We have trainings that help show you every step of the way. We do one-on-one calls. We do mentoring. This is not one of those businesses where you sign up and then you're forgotten. You are put into our team page. Everybody is there. They are there to answer your questions, and you're also put in a challenge group to help yourself on your health and fitness journey. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add that you can retake the same trainings whenever you want. So like I've done the new coach university a couple of times because each time that I've done it, it's a little bit different and there's new information. So when I first joined like almost 2 years ago, the coach university was really different than it is right now. So I've retaken it in the past like 4 months because I learned, because things are changing all the time and it's always there for you. It's always open and you can always go back to it as like a reset, a refresh, and oh my gosh, what's happening now that I need to learn about that wasn't going on before. And it's just, yeah, there's so much support. Like I can't even tell you how much there is to have access to be able to help you achieve your goals and next steps and learn how to do things.
I love that. Thank you so much. That's bingo. That's right on. And that's the thing. It's not, a lot of people find it intimidating. They're like, I'm not a health expert. You don't have to be. Beachbody has all of the nutrition programs, all of the yoga programs, all of the workout programs there with schedules and containers and meal plans and everything. You just need to be the support for the people that you bring in. And from a coaching team's perspective, that's my job. And Rachel helps me a ton with that, is creating new trainings, keeping up to speed on the latest things so that I can provide you guys with that information so that it's there for you. So you can spend your time helping others and working on your own journey. Okay. So that being said, you know, it's whenever you join on your personal journey with your challenge pack, which includes your nutrition, your supplement, and your Beachbody On Demand annual subscription, you can sign up to be a member of a coach on our team, whether that's a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business builder, whatever your goals are, and we'll talk about them, for free when you join with a challenge pack. Okay, we have New Coach University that just started. It's self-guided, so we would love to put you in there, meet with you one-on-one and find out what your goals are. So I'm going to ask you to connect with the person who sent you to this webinar. You know, connect with anybody on our team that has inspired you or that you connect with and you would like to be your coach, okay? Because we are we really are one big happy family here in Team Inspire, and we get really excited to welcome new people who are full of passion and energy and who are excited to help others just like we are. So without further ado, because we're 45 minutes in, I want to thank Harpreet, Heather, Rachel, for sharing your amazing stories. Thank you guys for showing up and watching. And for anybody who's watching the recording of this, please, if there's any other questions you have, we are literally an open book. Thank you for your time. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are. Thanks again.